Howdy do there, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? How's it fucking hanging with y'all? Because it's fucking hanging pretty low for me today. Not actually though. It's actually pretty cold in this basement, so it's not really hanging. It's more like retracting into my body. But you know what? That's not what I'm fucking here to talk about. I'm not here to talk about... Why the fuck would I be here to talk about that? Like, seriously, who the fuck thinks I would be here to talk about that? What in what world would that be fucking normal? I mean, hell, I guess this one, because this world's pretty fucked up. But regardless, I'm not here to fucking talk about that. Today, I'm here to talk about what the fuck happened over the weekend, or, well, more like the end of last week, because obviously, you know, there was a video I said I was going to put out, and then I didn't fucking put out. But I swear to God, I have a reason for that. And today is the ultimate excuse, the culmination of that lack of video. Does it even make sense, the lack of something being the culmination? There's a fucking point to it. There's a moral to the story. There's actually a reason that nothing happened. Well, yeah, if that's not normal, well, it's fucking normal now, okay? So basically, on Thursday night, or whatever, afternoon, who fucking cares? I went home, got home from work, whatever, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down, make this fucking video. So I turned on my computer, go run upstairs to get a drink and a snack, you know, come back down, everything was fucking normal when I turned on my computer, it was all running fine, and then I go to open up Google Chrome and check my channel or whatever to see if there are any fucking comments. I don't know why I sound so angry about that. I like comments. Fucking please comment on this video. But anyways, so I start opening Google Chrome, and all of a sudden it's just still sort of hanging there, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Why is it taking so fucking long? So I close Google Chrome, because I've had that problem before where like Chrome will just be like a little bitch and it'll be super slow. So I close it, try and reopen it, and it takes fucking forever. So I open my task manager and I go over to the performance side of things to see like, hey, is there something wrong here? And lo and behold, there was definitely something fucking wrong. I look over the processor speed, and it's like sitting at 0.2 gigahertz or 200 megahertz out of the normal standard for this one is 4.2 gigahertz. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this shit? Why is it doing that? So I'm like, okay, this is weird. I'll just restart my computer, see if it fixes it. Nope, doesn't fucking fix it. So I go boot into my BIOS, and I'm like looking through it, and I'm like, what the hell happened? Like, is something wrong with my settings? What the shit? And then I go suddenly over to the like hardware monitor, and I look, and my CPU is idling at 95 degrees Celsius, and it's completely unwavering. And I'm just like, what the shit balls is up with that? So the first thing I do when I see this is I completely panic. I'm just like, holy shit, is my computer gonna like fucking melt itself? So I turn it off, fucking disassemble it, I reach in, grab the processor out, and it's barely lukewarm. And I'm like, you fucking kidding me right now? What the fuck is wrong with you? So after reassembling it partway and booting it back up into the BIOS, I look at it and it's still just sitting at 95 degrees Celsius. Basically, what was happening was the thermal sensor on the motherboard was completely shot. So whenever I would boot my computer up, it immediately had a fucking aneurysm and thought that it was going to explode. So it just throttled itself to hell and back to the point where after that point, I couldn't even get it to boot into the OS because it was so fucking slow. So I basically had to go through and disable a bunch of shit to make it not thermal throttle. And here's where the next fantastic part comes in, because this could have fucking destroyed my computer, and I'm lucky that it did not. So when I disassembled it and pulled the water block off the fucking CPU, I sort of lost a bunch of thermal paste, which I hadn't really anticipated, and obviously I didn't have any fucking thermal paste lying around, or it would never have been a fucking problem in the first place. I bolted it back on there as tightly as I could, but hell no, dude, this wasn't fucking enough. So I'm finally able to get it to boot back into the OS because I'm no longer thermal throttling it, and it's still fucking idling at like 60 degrees Celsius because there isn't any fucking thermal paste on that shit, and apparently that shit is completely necessary. So I boot into the OS and we're idling at like 60 degrees Celsius. I didn't have time to fix it before I went to Iowa. Technically the system was still just saying idling at 95, but it obviously wasn't because it wasn't boiling my fucking fingers when I grabbed it out of my computer. I turn off my computer, fucking go to Iowa, whatever. Okay, I'll fix it when I get back. So I come back from Iowa and I go down into my bedroom and the computer's just sitting there chilling and it's fucking on, and it's like hot as balls in my room because obviously the thing turned itself on for some goddamn reason I disabled all those settings that would let it do that, so I have no fucking clue why I did that. I go onto it and I check the fucking hardware monitor and the thermal sensor is suddenly working again, but again, it's throttling, or it's like fucking running at 65 degrees Celsius, and I'm just like, no, this is not okay. This is fucking shitty as hell. So that's that night. I didn't have time to go out and actually like get any shit to fix the computer with because it was already pretty late. So that was the night that I actually did the Des Moines, Iowa vlog thing, or I edited it. And so I basically just had the side of the case sitting off and a box fan right next to my fucking computer because I'm super ghetto, and blowing in on it to try and keep it cool. That wasn't fucking enough. When it was rendering, it was 100 degrees Celsius, and I'm surprised my computer didn't fucking explode, but it didn't. So anyways, the whole culmination of the story, the whole moral of this, this isn't even a fucking moral. What am I saying? The end of this story is basically like yesterday. Fuck it. Yeah, it was yesterday. What are days anymore? Jesus. I went and bought like some fucking thermal paste for $3, and I bought a new case so I could easily fix stuff in it. Like, it's like sort of like a test bench thing with doors on it and whatnot that actually can be opened up and fixed very regularly and easily, because without that, obviously, you know, if I'd had that fucking case to begin with, I could have just popped it open and been like, oh, here's the fucking problem, and fixed it. In the end, everything ended up being okay. The computer works okay. I didn't melt anything. I didn't cause any fires. That would have made for probably a more interesting story, but I'd also be out a computer, a pretty expensive computer. That would have really fucking sucked, dude, like seriously. But hopefully with all that resolved, I should be getting back to normal videos as per fucking usual. I've got a lot of things I want to talk about over the next week or so, hopefully I'll be able to, you know, actually keep up with that, because I'm going back to fucking Starbucks. So, you know, that's gonna, I'm fucking closing, so I'm gonna probably, my sleep schedule is gonna completely shift again until I have to go back to school in like a month. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting, but hopefully I'll be able to stay on top of my release schedule. Channel growth is still completely stunted. I don't fucking understand it, but then again, I'm seeing there are a few other YouTubers that I watch who have also been having the exact same issue over the past like month or month and a half, where their channel growth has pretty much completely dropped off. Nobody fucking knows why. Something changed with the YouTube algorithm or whatnot, or whatever the fuck. So I guess I just have to be extra fucking clickbaity in order to get, you know, fucking views. Like, it's, how the fuck does that work? I'm probably gonna name this video something like "My computer almost exploded," or "My computer could have exploded," and then having like an explosion in the thumbnail or some shit, because there's no way to get your videos discovered anymore. It's literally impossible. Tags don't do anything. The description doesn't do anything. Nothing does anything, you know? The shit that gets on the recommended pages for people, YouTube's just kind of like, let's just throw shit at it. Let's just fucking, I don't know, see what sticks. Nothing sticks, because fucking your algorithm's fucked. I don't know what you did, but you broke it. It was working okay, and then you broke it. So yeah, now it fucking sucks, okay? I'm fucking done, dude. I'm fucking done.